In this activator, we are being asked to find the surface area of a cube. Surface area is the total area of the surface of a 3D solid. Take a look at our 3D solid, this cube, and I want you to think about the faces on the outside of the cube. I want you to think about the surface of the cube. Now I want you to imagine that I am painting the faces on the outside of the cube, and I'm just going to paint the left surface first. So the left face, we have one left face, and then we have one right face. Then I'm going to go ahead and paint the face at the bottom of the cube, and then the face at the top of the cube. And so far, I have painted 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. Now I'm going to clear this because it gets pretty messy when I add another color to this and paint the front face and the back face. So we have this face that is in the front, and then we also have this face that is in the back. So that is actually 2 more faces, 1, 2, for a total of 6 faces. Now I want you to think about all of the cubes that you've seen in your lifetime. Does every cube have 6 faces? And I hope that you answered yes. Every single cube has 6 faces. So when you're taking your EOG and they ask you to find the surface area of a cube, you can already know that it has 6 faces. Now that we know that, let's go ahead and talk about the edges of the cube. So I'm going to change this from a highlighter to a pen. And then I want to focus on this edge that goes, the direction is upwards and downwards. There's another upwards and downwards edge and another upwards and downwards edge, and all of these edges are 8 centimeters long. Now take a look at the edges that go from left to right. Each of the edges that go from left to right are also all 8 centimeters long. Last, look at the edges that go from the front to the back. These are also all 8 centimeters. And this is true because in a cube, every single edge is equal. They're all the same length. They're all 8 centimeters long. So now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on just one of the squares. So I'm going to focus on this front face. And this front face is 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. So 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. Every single edge is 8 centimeters. So to find the area of that face, you can multiply length times width. That's the formula for the area of a square or the area of a rectangle. The length is 8, and so is the width. So I'm using substitution to replace the variable with the number. 8 times 8 gives us 64. And this is 64 centimeters squared because we multiplied 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. Now that is the area of just one face. And we've already established that there are 6 faces on a cube, and every face has the same dimensions. So we can just go ahead and multiply 64 by 6. 4 times 6 is 24. I place the 4 and carry the 2. 6 times 6 is equal to 36, plus 2 equals 38. So the surface area of the entire cube is 384 square centimeters. Now, let me show you one other formula that you're going to see in textbooks for the surface area of a square. It looks like this. The surface area, and I said square and I meant cube. The surface area of a cube is 6 multiplied by s squared. And the reasoning is this. S is used to represent the side length of the square. We can actually use the same variable because, we don't have a different length and a different width. So why not just use the same variable if both side lengths are equal to 8? And this is really exactly what we did. We went ahead and we multiplied 8 times 8 and got 64. And then we ended up multiplying the area of just one of the squares, one of the faces, by 6, since there were 6 faces. And we got our 384 square centimeters as our final answer. So don't be alarmed or confused when you see that this formula for the surface area of a cube. This is really what we did.